Welcome everyone to Satvik Vihar. So today let's see how to remove pesticides from fruits and vegetables. Various artificial methods of fruits ripening have been observed mostly to meet the consumer's demand and other economic factors. People consume fruits ripened with hazardous chemical like calcium carbide. These pose great health risks to consumers. Fruit sellers ripen green fruits even during the due season to meet the high demand and make high profit of seasonal fruits. The whole world is revolving around the pesticides and fungicides. We really do not know what's going into our body. So before getting into the details of these chemicals used, let's see the basic chemical agents classification. They are classified into ripening agents, coating agents and the pesticides. So now let's see why this ripening agent is used. Fruits are ripened artificially by passing ethylene gas or by using ethaphone, which are some of the acceptable ways of ripening fruits, which is still having some health effects. Traders prefer the use of calcium carbide to ripen the fruits, as the cost of 1 kg of industrial grade calcium carbide is 30 rupees and it can ripen 10 tons of fruits, which is very cheaper to them. Calcium carbide, which is also known as masala, once dissolved in water produces acetylene gas, which acts as an artificial ripening agent. Calcium carbide is extensively used in ripening mangoes, bananas, papayas and sometimes in apples and plums too. This calcium carbide process will likely give off traces of arsenic and phosphorus, both highly toxic to humans, which causes acute and chronic health effects. Eating carbide ripened fruits causes stomach upset and disrupts the intestinal function, and it can also cause peptic ulcers. It also affects the neurological system and reduces oxygen supply to the brain, which induces prolonged hypoxia, which causes headache, dizziness, mood disturbances, mental confusion, cerebral edema and seizure. Rule 44AA, Prohibition of use of carbide gas in ripening of fruits, states that use of acetylene gas or carbide for ripening is illegal. So if you want to read the complete document, I will attach this link in the description box. So now let's check this coating agent. Coating blocks the pores on the fruit skin, reducing fruit water loss. Two types of commonly used coating agents are wax and this DPA. A plate of apples, an open fire and a jolly good book are a fair substitute for heaven. Is this quote worth it to describe an apple? So now let's see. Apple growers use this DPA to coat apples and prevent skin from darkening from storage scald while in cold storage. This DPA reacts with the nitrogen and creates nitrosamines, which is also a carcinogen, cancer-causing agent. European Union had banned it in 2012, but apple and pears and the other imported fruits still use this. So apart from these coating agents, few commonly used pesticides are methyl bromide, methyl iodide, chloropicrine and telon. In fruits like strawberries, to keep these low-lying berries pest and disease-free, growers use fumigants, most commonly methyl bromide, chloropicrine and telon. All of these have been linked to developmental issues, cancer and hormone disruption in children according to Pesticide Action Network, North America. Even worse is the fumigant methyl iodide, which the EPA banned in 2012 but still used by the farmers. You wouldn't believe that there are more than 15 pesticides used in grapes. Perhaps the more serious is chlorpyrifos, an insecticide known to sicken farm workers. It is toxic to brain, particularly affecting the brain development in children. So in vegetables like bell peppers, more than 15 pesticides are used, among them neurotoxic neonicotinoids which harm bee colonies and as well as the humans. So in few of the vegetables and cucumbers, which are known as the superfoods like cucumber and watermelon, almost 86 pesticides were used. Among them, carbendazim is very dangerous and considered as probably a carcinogen which causes cancer. And also to keep these tomatoes disease-free, insecticides known as endosulfins, which pose a danger to central nervous systems, are used. Even in the milk industry, oxytocin is used. Oxytocin is an hormonal injection to milk cattle for milk letdown have become common practice among dairy farmers in India. Although there is no reported evidence, it is widely presumed that long-term consumption of such milk lead to adverse health consequences. Even the green leafy vegetables like spinach, fenugreek, and also few vegetables like this, cauliflower and cabbage, have innumerable pesticides used in them. Few of them are like acephate, chlorpyrifos, and oxymel, which are very dangerous. So now we have come to know that there are a lot many pesticides and other chemicals used in the produce we consume each day. So before cleaning them, let us try not to buy them in the first place. So how to identify artificially ripened fruits? And also one more thing is that it's very difficult to get the completely organic one, because I believe that even the organic produce are also depending on some chemicals too, because to meet the demands of the population. So now let us see how to identify this artificially ripened fruits. All that glitters is not gold and definitely harmful these days. Fruits that look attractive outside may not be good for health. Fruits that have a uniform color are more likely to have been artificially ripened. The natural ripened fruits are not uniformly colored, rather they are patchy. When tomatoes are uniformly red or mangoes and papaya are uniformly orange or yellow, then calcium carbide may have been used. Banana can be identified if the fruits are all yellow green whereas the stem is dark, and it is not advisable to buy the fruit when they arrive in the market before the due period, that is early or off season. So now let's see how to clean the fruits and vegetables to make it pesticide free, so that we can consume it guilt free. There are many ways to clean our vegetables and fruits. Few of them are soaking our vegetables and fruits into the solutions of maybe it is vinegar, turmeric, or salt, but these are not the best. Consumer Reports wrote that submerging apples in baking soda for 2 minutes removed more pesticides than 2 minutes soak in vinegar or salt solution or running tap water. But actually it took 15 minutes to completely remove all the pesticides soaking in baking soda. 1 teaspoon to 2 cups of water, let it soak for 15 minutes. So can I do with all the fruits and vegetables? Yes, but berries are too delicate. So rinse them and pat it dry. Consume quickly, else they will spoil soon. And with the vegetables like potato, squash, carrots, pumpkin, whichever is having the hard skin, so get a veggie brush so that you can clean them really well, and that will make a very big difference. So last but not the least, so how to minimize this pesticide consumption? So for that, have a small terrace garden or a home garden with a few of the veggies and fruits. Consume local fruits and avoid the imported ones, because imported ones are the ones which are having lot of chemicals used in them. Clean it well with a baking soda. Hope you enjoyed this video. I ask you to share this with your friends and family. Leave your comments below, and most important, make it a great day. Thank you. Also don't forget to subscribe my channel.